Hello everyone, Alex the RC Freak here, coming at you with another video, part 2 of the maxx Castle Creations XLX ESC and brushless motor dual cooling fan replacement. So, let me just take off the body on this beast, and we'll get started. Body comes right off. Works really slick. I like that little design they did there. But anyway, this is the cooling fan. Now, I just want to show you, I kind of got it routed in because it's really tight and I didn't want to bore you guys with that. But see how on these edges here, right on here, or right around here, they usually stick out a lot. See how I've kind of cut it with my X-Acto knife there? My phone focus. Yeah, so just make sure if you have an X-Maxx, you're going to need to cut those down to where they're flush with the outside edge of this plastic. You will not have to worry about these inner head things. Some people reverse these cooling fans so it blows the air out instead of on the motor. Personally, I like it blowing on the motor myself, but that's just me. And these also are 40mm cooling fans. So, this is the motor. The reason why you have to cut those things on the side here, like the reason why you have to make this flush, is look at the gap on there. There's hardly any gap to fit this big ass behemoth motor in there. So that's why. So you can push this down and have it sitting correctly. So anyway, here's the motor. Here's the cooling fan. As I've said in video 1, this sticker right here goes towards the bottom, the green part of the fan. This is how it's going to sit in. If you know, I'm just putting it right next just to show you, to demonstrate that green sticker faces down towards the, you know, mounting plate, whatever you have to mount it down. So, I got this little black thing, the little shield with the castle thing. See how it says castle in there? Reverse so it's black, like I'll show you on this one. See how it says castle? I basically just put it in there upside down. So this black part like this will be showing on the new one, because the new fan comes with one of those new. That one's still in perfect shape. Nothing's wrong with that. And note, this wire right here goes towards the left side of this motor. If your cat pack or your wires for your ESC are coming out towards the front of the truck, this goes in that little slot right there. And there's a little slot. See that little slot? Right on top of here, like that. So I'm going to try doing this one-handed here, so just bear with me without messing up my speed control. So you push that all the way in. You take this fan, this 40mm fan. You see if you can get your hand to cooperate and get it done. See if you can, hold on here. Trying to see if I can do this without getting my hands in the way here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Yep, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to put it in one-handed. It's being a pain in the rear. It's being a giant pain in the rear. Okay. So you got to take it. Stick this thing in. Alright, I'm just going to have to pause it because it's being a pain. Alright, so I got it in. It just needed to have 2 hands. Then take this wire. And you can stick it into any empty slot. So it doesn't really necessarily matter what slot. Yes, any open slot will work. So if your receiver, if you have the factory receiver, it'll work with this setup. You know, make sure you have those voltage wires plugged in though, because it'll put this ESC into like a limp mode. If you unplug the temperature thing for the factory cooling fans on the X-Maxxes, they all have that for the self, you know, writing and the monitoring for whatever. I just use these Lexan scissors I have. Push this thing up. Sometimes it works real good. Sometimes it doesn't work that great. Gotta kind of get it in there whatever way you can get it in there. Alright, let's see what we got here. There we go. Force it up. Take it, push it up like that. Set that down. Grab it. Pull it. Now, you can set this into any slot. Now, note, this is the top of the, see the Spectrum receiver? Now, even on the stock Traxxas one, these letterings, you read left to right, the lettering and this everything, this R towards the top, you want to make sure that these little gold things right there, see those little copper looking gold things on the connector there? You want to make sure that they're facing up towards the front of the truck when you plug this thing in. And I'm just going to plug this into auxiliary 2 on this receiver. And it will work. And then I'll just take this one, which is for the dual cooling fans, for the motor. See those? Facing up. Plug that in right next to it. So these will always be easy to find. And it shouldn't have to, you know, be too confusing. But here's the dual cooling fans. Pretty nice from Castle. They really fit in there nice. You just take this and you just press it down. That's all you have to do is you just take it, just push it down. Push it down just like that. Fits in there and it's nice and tight. Look at that. I'm moving the whole truck, picking it all up. So, and I got 42.2 weight shock wheel. All four corners bleeded correctly, so absolutely all the air bubbles are out. A lot of people just try to half-ass it and just do a couple little, you know, quickly move the shock. I move it really slow up and down about at least 12 times or more, depending on how the shocks are bleeding, just to make sure I absolutely have all the air out of them. A lot of people just kind of half-ass it and stick them just to get them done real quick, to, you know, a lot of videos I see on YouTube. So that's probably why my shock videos, if I ever do have a request to make some, I really take the extra time to make sure they bleed right. But that's just me. But yeah, so that's basically what you do here, and then you just basically get zip ties, like these little zip ties. Just get a few of them. I got a whole ton of them. I just dropped one there. These little thin, narrow ones that aren't very long, you know, and they aren't very long. This is how long they are. They're not super long, but so you get a couple of those. Put some zip ties around here to make it look neat if you want. You don't have to. I like to, just to make it look nice and pretty. But that's just, you know, that's me. That's just what I like to do. I just like to make it look, everything look clean. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stop the video right here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. That's basically the install. I don't want to bore you with finishing up wiring because it's always a pain. But yeah, thank you for watching. This is my truck. Speed locks there. Alright, Alex the RC Freak out. Bye.